Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. It helps out the YouTube channel, and to stay tuned on in towards the end of the video because we have a new ticker symbol you won't want to miss. You definitely want to add it to your watch list. We've been talking about it for almost a week and a half over at the Patreon, so stay tuned for all that information towards the end of the video. But here we are with ticker symbol HOFV, stock Hall of Fame Resort and Entertainment Company. So we talked about who they are yesterday, how they have some correlation or indirect correlation right now with the NFL, and how they also have an opportunity in the NFT sector of things, right? NFTs are hot right now, and this stock has definitely been running. It's had a big pullback after hitting $8 and some change. Hit a bottom here of 422, and we're going to look at our supports and resistance moving forward. So here we are sitting at 567, and the 50-day moving average is 561. 561, anything above it is bullish, anything below it is bearish. So we're in tug-of-war zone right now. This continued to dip. It broke through the support levels we talked about yesterday, and here we are sitting at the 567 mark. So it's almost like at a break even almost from yesterday to today, as you could see that here in the chart. So could this stock run any higher? It's a possibility, especially that a lot of bulls re-entered here at this dip and took advantage, right, quote unquote, of this dip, and they've made it run up again, and there's some momentum being built. So let's look at our support and resistance. So the lowest point here that I would pay close attention to right now based off the chart is 422. But the real support level here, based off the last hours of the day, is 484. Anything below 484, I'd watch that closely, pay close attention to how it's reacting between 484 and 422 to see if the bulls reappear and bring it back up. Now, if you want to go ahead and pay close attention to what the bulls need to go ahead and cross right now to continue this momentum, and I do want to emphasize they need to cross this to continue the momentum, it's the resistance level here at this point, and that's $6. $6 needs to be broken through, turn into a support, so the bulls can pull upwards to newer highs, and then their next resistance level is up here at 635 and then 737. But before getting up there, or even a 635, $6 needs to be crossed, turn into a support, so that the bulls can build up this momentum to continue the rally and gain leverage into bullish territory. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you learned something new, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click on the bell to not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned to the end because I have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss. You definitely want to have this one on your watch list. If you don't have it already, we're going to talk about all the opportunities that are being presented and what's going on around it. And could this be a temporary pullback? So you'll want to stay tuned for all the information. And I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on HOFV if it could hit $8 again. I mean, it's building momentum. We're going to have to watch it. But is it possible? I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts down below. Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. It lets me know that you appreciate my time and efforts that I put into making these videos and all the research as well. So that's the least you can do, and I really appreciate it when you guys smash that like button and share with a friend so that they can receive this insight as well. Now, let's go ahead and jump into it. You can see here on the screen I have lordstown.com, Lordstown Motors. I definitely recommend checking out their website so you can see everything that they have to offer, how they manufacture these trucks. And I know they're going through some things right now, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So they're here telling you their mission and goal. And I love this breakdown here, how they're basically, breaking it down that you can save a total of $19,000 compared to the F-150 Lariat, right? Four-wheel drive, and then the Endurance Lordstown Motors. I mean, it's very interesting and aggressive here what they're doing and how they're comparing the cost going EV and staying, traditional. But I think this is going to flow into commercialized trucks or work trucks and even personal trucks over time, especially when people realize that these have more power and they last well and they prove themselves. I mean, this truck is pretty interesting. Now, they're having issues with those pre-orders and stuff, but let's focus in on the data, right? We love opportunities when they present themselves. So the first thing is, I've been talking about this one since March 14th, right? You can see that here, March 14th. I went ahead and mentioned this one. It was about almost a week and a half ago. Yeah, we're almost going into a whole entire 2 weeks almost. So a week and a half ago, I mentioned this. There's two others here on the list that I mentioned. Obviously, I'm blocking it out because it's only fair. This is for the Patreons. But I do mention the stocks talked on the Patreon at some point here on the YouTube, especially when I see some consolidation or a pullback or confirmation, right? So here we are with RIDE, right? Lordstown Motors ticker symbol. And this one is an EV play that has been pulled down by the Hindenburg Research and opening an investigation as to faking their pre-orders, which that's going to be left in the past, okay? If they can get over this hurdle, or you know what, let's just say it does hurt them. That's just pre-orders. Like, okay, their numbers are not that well right now. Well, those numbers are going to become a reality at some point, even if they're through pre-orders or, you know, at point of sale. But I think that there's room here. There's still room. Now, I said if Lordstown Motors can prove what Hindenburg is on their case for, this pullback will be left in the past and RIDE will ride back up, which is what I truly believe. And if it's not left in the past right now because the case can't, you know, be completely proved or whatever, it's still going to be left in the past at some point. It is an oversold area, right, based off of the chart, certainly in position to have a reversal if it can get Hindenburg off its tail. That's a reversal soon, but if it takes longer, the reversal will come. I believe it. This company has a product and has a mission, has a goal, and the pre-order numbers, I get it. It could be misconstrued or misinterpreted, but you know, everyone goes based off of pre-orders, like every single other EV. I'm not sure why they're attacking Lordstown. Now, I also talked that week about the two key dates of the 16th and 17th, how the Federal Reserve was going to be meeting that week, and it may shock the market, and the market hears the Federal Reserve talk about inflation, which we certainly saw that shock, and then we started, you know, working our way back up or kind of getting through it, and then here we are pulling back. And if you really go back to where we were on the 16th on the S&P 500 index, you could see here how there was that shock after the 17th, right? We saw it on the 16th, we saw it on the 17th, and those were the two biggest days that we had pullback. So not only are you going to know about ticker symbols over at the Patreon, you will be informed on how to be prepared, okay? And be aware of other things that sometimes I don't have time to cover here directly on the YouTube because everyone wants to know about only the ticker symbol that they're looking for. They want me to get to the point and they don't care about everything else that I have to say. So if you truly believe in my strategy and you believe in the way I look at things and look at charts, you can join us over at the Patreon. I'm there to equip you guys. That's the whole point of these videos. It's to equip every single investor and viewer. And there we go. We saw that shock and we got hit. Now, I mentioned it over at the Patreon so that my Patreon members were not surprised, okay? So if you want to know more than just ticker symbols, you want to be, you know, aware of what's going on in the stock market to the best of my knowledge. I'm not saying I can catch everything, but to the best of my knowledge, you know, I will always be there to let you guys be aware. So here we are with RIDE, Lordstown Motors Corp, and it hit a low here of 1061. I mean, the closer to 10, the better. It's running back up today. Obviously, the market overall has been pushing up. If we continue in this downward trend that we're seeing here, I mean, I think that stocks could pull back a little bit more. I'm not sure if this is the bottom, the new bottom that we're going to see, or if we have a little bit more room downwards. But I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that this is in the oversold area for quite some time now. It might have broken out of it a little bit, but it's still down there, right? From these highs of $31, it's still down there. Now, a lot of different institutional investors and analysis ratings are actually being bumped up or finally initiated. Now, the other thing that I find interesting is this right here. And this is what I love. To see while others are fearful or there's a scandal going on, to see if it's really an opportunity or something to run from. If institutional investors are loading up on the way down, then it's an opportunity. Because that lets you know that this is something that will be left in the past. Like I said over at the Patreon, this one ride will ride itself back up. I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions. But I am here to enlighten you guys on opportunities. We're ready like hawks, watching to strike for the opportunity. And this is one of those, to strike for the opportunity. Because look at this. These are all new positions. When you read it right here, green rows indicate new positions. Tell me, how many new positions do you see? I mean, I see a lot, but how many do you see? Because I see way too many. And they all started in February. All of them here. And then January. But most of them, February. Look at Vanguard right there with 8.2 million. I mean, they were bold. And then we got so many others here loading up. You just go up and they're all loading up. And recently, right now in March, from the 1st till now, we have Vanguard loading up, Fidelity, going ahead and loading up. We got Norges Bank here with 1 million. I mean, come on. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what else. Because in the month of March is where Lordstown Motors has gotten hit the hardest. I mean, it just started to fall even harder. And in the month of February, from the 11th, it's been falling. So think about this here. Let's go back to the 16th. Look how many new positions happened on the 16th of February, the 17th of February, 18th, right? And then we go back here, the 16th of February was like around this point right here. They were catching it in the first oversold indication. And then it ran up. And then it fell even harder. And then it ran back up. And it fell even harder. And then since then, a lot of investors, of institutional investors, loading up. Now, I'm not saying you're going to see this go from 12 to 31 again in a matter of a month or 2 or even 3 or maybe even 6 months. You're going to see it over time. That's what you want to position yourself for. And that's how you become an investor that maximizes profits and minimizes losses. You can't be expecting instant gratification. That's not how the stock market works. Whatever we experience in 2020 is not what we're going to experience every moment moving forward. Could we go through another bull run like that? Possibly. But there's always going to be moments of confusion, of pullbacks and stuff that are not going to be completely understood, because 2020, any little pullback got hit with a nice run up again. But any pullback we go through now, it's not just going to run up like we saw in 2020, right? So I definitely want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. Here in Invest for Tomorrow, I like to focus on maximizing profits, minimizing losses. I'm not a financial advisor, but I am here to enlighten you guys on opportunities, and we invest for tomorrow, no pun intended. And that's the goal. You just want to invest for the future. And when you're investing in the EV sector, you're investing in the future. They haven't even hit numbers. You got to think about it this way. How many EVs do you see parked outside where you live? Or how many EVs are in your family? Or how many EVs are in your friends and relatives or anyone you know? That's where you start thinking and noticing you're investing in something that is just getting started. Think about that. Think about that. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.